What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. This is Dan. Thanks for watching Ranting and Raving with Dan and Don. As always, Donnie is in Cali. He'll be back soon to start ranting with me. Here today to start talking about men's health, everyone's health. Guys, everything you've been fed is a lie. All right, the way you take care of yourself, the food pyramid, you know how it goes like this. It should be like this. All right. I'm 40. I've been struggling with my health for years. Obviously, as you get older, you just think that's the process. Cutting out one thing, then another, still not feeling any energy, still tired. What's going on? As always, because we're lazy, because humans are lazy, and we're hoping for the easiest gains. You know, you go to the doctor, you tell them your symptoms, you hope maybe they'll give you some medicine. That's not going to help. You're not fixing the problem. Stop trying to avoid the problem and just get an easy fix. That's not how life works. All right. You keep patching your tire all day. Eventually you're going to need a new tire. You're going to have to start over. So if you're struggling, whether you're young or you're old, or you want a better version of yourself, you need to go out there and you need to educate yourself. The best thing about YouTube is education's free now. Just type in what you care about, type in what you think might be a lie, and listen. And then listen to another person, and then listen to another person. Listen to 50 people. Listen to 5 different doctors. Listen to 5 different fitness specialists, and then come to your own conclusion. Look at what's worked for sick people. Look at some of the healthiest people. What works for them? All right. I can tell you right now, sugar is the number one thing you got to cut out of your diet. All forms of sugar. I've cut it out for less than a week. I wake up clear-headed. I get out of bed. I get out of bed with purpose. You can't see my fingers. I'm listing them. I get out of bed with energy. I get out of bed and I want to work out. Even though I haven't been posting videos, I've been bettering myself every single day. I can keep going. I'm just going to run out of fingers. But I haven't posted for a few days, but I have been running. I've been working out. I've been eating a lot of red meat, a lot of protein, and a lot of mixed greens. I was eating a lot of fruits, but I've even started cutting those out a little bit. I love big fat orange once in a while. Eating a lot of red meat now. I've done a lot of research into the carnivore diet, a lot of research into the food pyramid, and just like everything else the government's ever told us, it's a lie. It's a lie to manipulate us. It's a lie to make us weak. It's a lie for them to have control over us. The number one thing that junk food does is it messes with your fucking brain. Makes you depressed, makes you foggy, makes your joint muscles hurt so you don't want to walk. So then it hurts to move and it hurts to think. So what do? You lay down, you take a nap. You eat a bag of Doritos, the next day you're going to sleep. You're going to have joint pain, you're going to have inflammation, and you're going to lie to yourself and you're going to be like, it's not the food. It is. So we're going to take a look at some videos. All right. But the number one problem is diet. Change your diet. As soon as you change your diet, you're going to want to change everything else. It just comes along. We're going to get into a lot of this health stuff. I'm 40. I'm struggling. I'm trying to make a new journey here at age 40. So we'll see if I can keep it up. We'll see if I can stay healthy. The main thing's not just a healthy body, but a healthy mind. I'm sick of being foggy, mood swings. I may not look depressed, but I feel depressed on the inside. And I don't want to go out. I don't want to socialize. I don't want to go to gyms. I don't want to go to the basketball courts downtown and play like I should. I don't want to go find a pickup game like I used to. And I'm trying to blame my age, but I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's a diet thing and a health thing. And I'm 40, but all of a sudden I am feeling better. I'm racing my kids. I'm still stomping on them. Boy, dad, I got an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 14-year-old, and none of them can keep up with me. So I'm going to try to keep it going. The 14-year-old, he's turning into a man fast, and I'm not ready. So let's see what we professional have to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourself. Leave in the comments. Have an awesome weekend.
Actually happened to your body if you actually gave up sugar for 2 short weeks. And I know a lot of people will tell you that the trend for eating sugar is a lot less than it was before. And so how can that account for all of our health problems? Well, you're about to find out. But let's first dive into the benefits of what would happen after just 2 weeks of not eating sugar. The first thing you would notice is your face would be less round, okay, less puffy. I used to have kind of a puffy, roundish face. Now, it's not a full blown moon face, but it was definitely rounder and it wasn't as thin as it is now. So the shape of your face will change because you're going to have less fat in your face. Number two, you're going to notice less puffy eyelids. You can always identify how much sugar someone's consuming by looking at how puffy their eyelids are. In fact, I had puffy eyelids for many years. I didn't know what it was. But after I get rid of the sugar, that puffiness went away. Number three, your midsection, your belly fat will reduce. Too much sugar converts to excess liver fat, which then spills over into your gut, the fat around the organs, giving you belly fat. So belly fat is a really good indication that you're eating too many carbs. Number four, your cravings for carbs will go down to zero. You just will not want carbs anymore. But even a little bit of sugar here and there will keep that craving persisting to the point where it's going to be really hard to give it up. This next one, number five, your hunger is going to go way down. You're not going to be hungry all the time. You're going to feel satisfied, which is going to be huge if you want to stick to any type of plan. It's torturous to crave things and be hungry all the time when you're trying to lose weight. So sugar increases insulin, and insulin makes you hungry. The next one is your mood is going to greatly improve. If you were depressed before, if you had anxiety before, you're probably going to be a lot calmer. You're going to feel more up. I remember getting a success story from this gentleman who was very, very depressed to the point of suicide. In fact, he wanted to kill himself. So he locked himself in his room and he stopped eating everything. So he was doing a fast. And of course, when you're fasting, you're not eating any sugar and your body's in the ketosis. And so by the third day, he felt wonderful. His depression went away. And so intermittent fasting or fasting and lowering your carbs create a similar effect. Number seven, your attention will be much, much better. I remember when I was on a high carb diet, boy, did I have brain fog. I had no idea that it was coming from all this sugar. I didn't make the connection until one day I decided to give up the sugar. And it was like someone took this brain fog helmet off of my head and I finally actually can think. Number eight, your fluid retention will go away. I used to have it. I can press my finger into my ankles and it would leave a dent. That's pitting edema. I had that. I had no idea that was all the sugar that I was consuming. Sugar retains fluid. And this relates to the next point as well. Your eyes are going to improve, your kidneys will improve, your arteries will improve, and your nerves will get better because those are the four tissues that higher amounts of sugar will affect. And when it comes down to the eye, you can gain more fluid into the eye, increasing your risk for glaucoma when you have high amounts of sugar in your blood. Because think about this, if you have this concentrated sugar in your blood, well, it pushes off into other fluids like in your eye, as well as in your lens of the eye, which can lead to cataracts. Number nine, your pain and your inflammation will go down considerably. Boy, it's not until you reduce your sugars that you'll realize how much of that was contributing to either arthritis or inflammation or pain in your body. Until you eventually give it up and you're going to be amazed how much less inflammation you have in your body. Number 10, your bloating, your abdominal pain will go down. But I had years of bloating and gallbladder problems and abdominal pain from eating so much sugar. Number 11, your sleep will be much better. I remember one time when I had really bad sleeping problems when I was consuming a lot of carbs. What did I do to solve it? Ate more carbs. In fact, I would consume, I'm not kidding, a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream before bed just to have like a just sugar coma so I can literally go to sleep. Little did I know that made things worse. I started having restless leg syndrome, wake up in the middle of the night. I'd have to go run to get this energy out because I had all this energy. That was lactic acid coming from the buildup of all the sugar that was not being burned properly in my mitochondria, the energy factories of my cell. Number 12, you're going to feel really calm. Your adrenal stress that you might have will be much better. And if you have kids, you're going to notice that their demeanor is going to be better. They're going to be able to sit for longer periods of time. I mean, think about how many kids are just wired on sugar. They're so restless. And one of the reasons is because all this sugar depletes you of B1, which will give you the symptom of nervous tension. If you want to see a really dramatic effect, if someone has nervous tension or this built up of stress, just give them some B1 and watch within 3 minutes. They're just going to feel nice and calm. Number 13, you're going to notice your skin is going to be much, much better. Not just improving acne, but also dry skin, excessive oily skin, The overall color and tone of your skin is going to be much healthier. So those are some of the benefits. But check this out. I don't know if you've ever heard this before. There is something in the majority of the population's diet that is creating a sugar-like effect. It's something that's not sugar, but it acts like sugar. But it not just acts like sugar, it acts worse than sugar. And we're talking about refined starches in certain food products, if you want to call it that. They're basically classified under ultra processed foods, aka junk foods. Let's take a look at, used to be my favorite, right? So if we look at the ingredients, this has dried potatoes, vegetable oil, okay, it could be cottonseed, corn, or soy, or sunflower. And then it has corn flour, okay, corn starch, rice flour, maltodextrin. So all of those are refined starches. So in other words, maltodextrin, modified cornstarch, modified food starch, dextrin, basically are not sugars, but they have a huge effect on your blood sugars. Maltodextrin has an effect on the glycemic index between 110 and 136. I mean, glucose is 100, table sugar is 65. So you can see it's like way worse than sugar, but it's not really a sugar. If we take a look at the total carbohydrates, it's 16 grams. The total sugars, zero sugars. So you might be saying, wow, that's great. It's no sugars, it's just carbohydrate. But this is going to turn into sugar so fast and raise your blood sugars. So this 16 grams really is 4 teaspoons of sugar. And that is just 1/5 of this. Okay, so it's probably a stack of those chips about this big right here. Has 4 teaspoons of sugar. You can imagine if you consume the whole thing, which I used to do without any hesitation, that you're dumping a lot of sugar into your body, but it's not listed as sugar. So when I talk about getting rid of these sugars for 2 weeks, I'm talking about also the starches. But I want to show you one last thing, okay? It's with this cereal right here. It used to be one of my favorites, right? Fruity Pebbles, okay? And I want to show you how much sugar that's in here. First, starting with the actual sugar itself, okay? The sugar that's labeled there. 1 cup of Fruity Pebbles, okay? That's about 4.5. But if we add the starches that turn into sugar, because they're really sugars in reality, because they create a much more damaging effect, we have to add 4 more teaspoons, okay? Actually 5 more teaspoons. So that gives us a total of 9 teaspoons per cup. All right, so you can see that this is a lot of sugar for 1 cup, right? Who consumed just 1 cup? An average child or adult is going to consume probably 4 cups per breakfast, right? So now we're talking about 36 teaspoons. So let's go ahead and add that. Okay, I'm not even at 36. I think you get the point. That's a lot of sugar for your breakfast. I found this one right here. It's called the Granola Bakery Keto Granola Cinnamon Pecan. Now, check out the ingredients of this. Pecans, almonds, dried coconut, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, chicory root fiber, erythritol, coconut cream, coconut oil, cinnamon, monk fruit juice concentrate. That's not a lot of sugar, by the way. Vanilla extract and sea salt. This is like 1 gram of sugar. Now, it does have 8 grams of carbs, but it has 5 grams of fiber. So if you deduct that, that is a 3-gram net carb with 1 gram of sugar. And this is not ultra processed food, so it's not going to turn into sugar really fast. We're talking like 1 gram of sugar. If we compare that to this one right here, 1 serving size, 150 calories roughly. This is like 36 grams of stuff that turns into sugar. This is 1 gram. So let's see, 36 to 1. Let's see which one I'm going to pick here. Now, if you'd like to find out exactly what diet you should do to make this easy, I put a link down below so you can download the plan, get started, and start experiencing the massive benefits of avoiding sugar.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Dr. Eric Berg, DC. That's his channel. He's awesome. He breaks down the information in ways that simplifies it and makes it make sense. It doesn't feel like he's feeding you a bunch of nonsense. He's got a ton of information. He's got stuff for young people, old people, healthy food choices. He breaks down some myths on some things and breaks down other videos for your best foods you should be eating. But when you look at someone's comment section, that's how you know if the guy's full of shit or not. And when you look at this guy's comments, it's unbelievable. That's how I really knew I needed to pay attention. I watched one of his videos, then I clicked in the comment section and be like, 50,000 comments. And you're like, what? 50,000 comments? And then you start reading through them, and it's like testimonials. And then, people are typing up paragraphs thanking this guy, saying how amazing it is that they found his website and how they've changed his life. And you start reading some of these, and you're like, oh boy, I better pay attention, because this isn't nonsense anymore. And when you truly believe that what you're going to do is going to have an immediate effect and a lasting effect and a beneficial effect, and it's going to change how you feel. And as you get older, you appreciate that. I didn't really start to appreciate it till the last year, really, the clarity of my brain and how I want to feel and how I want to wake up thinking. And I like to enjoy life, so I'm not a super straight edge, but I do enjoy feeling good. And I am a kind of a jock, kind of a fitness junkie as far as sports go, as far as baseball, basketball, football, hockey, snowboarding. I picked up short skiing this year, ice skating, hockey, fishing. The list goes on and on. So I like to do all that stuff, and I have 3 boys, and I have to continue to better myself for them. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think.